Welcome. You're watching Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, and this is Glenn TV. I'm here at the park because there is tinkering going on at the house, and B, I wanted to take a walk and get a little exercise. I had been a little under the weather for a bit, and I wanted to get out and just kind of stretch my legs. And it's beautiful here in Las Vegas. It's like high 70s, low 80s, and when I say that's beautiful, when it's usually like between 116 and 100, that certainly, boys and girls, is beautiful because it's a nice contrast. So I wanted to talk about a documentary. I've been on a documentary kick. I've been looking into doing a documentary myself. I have some all prepared and staged and ready to go. One is a tattoo documentary, and another one's on alternative health. So I've been looking at different documentaries to get ideas and then on topics that I thought might be of interest to me. And there's this one documentary that is called City 40. It's CITY space 40. And it is one of these, what used to be a secret city, and it's where they would make weapons-grade plutonium. And they sequestered people from all over the place, put them on a train, stuck them in the city, so, very intelligent people, scientists, families, all these types of things, in the resources that you would normally have all across this country that wouldn't be available to other citizens. Like you would get bananas or bread and condensed milk and these types of things just wouldn't exist. There's just in abundance in the city. They shipped them all kinds of things. So it was basically a gilded cage. You couldn't leave the city without permission. You could never leave the city and not come back. And when you did leave the city and go somewhere, you had to say, and your birth certificate had, that you were born in a totally separate city. This city also did not exist on a map until the 90s, until there was a changeover in the Soviet Union. And these people now, their citizenship, they still can't leave, and they still are harassed by the secret police. To 2015 and 2020. So I think for the old energy that's starting to die off and this types of documentaries and these ideas and crowdfunding and cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and others shedding light to like a newer energy and a more fair trade environment, this documentary really sheds light on this particular environment. In 1957, the largest nuclear accident before Chernobyl happened, where liquid radioactive substance exploded and was contaminated into the environment. And there's people there that have tons of health problems, and they don't do the cleaning that they used to. And the city really just needs to be shut down and everybody evacuated and basically have it to be a dead site like Chernobyl, and start to go and do hazmat contamination and start to clean it up. Because they traced out to the Atlantic some radioactive isotopes, and they traced it all the way back to this dump site that is City 40. And I can't even pronounce the names of the cities that they've officially given them now, so there will be a link in this video down below to the website so that you can check it out. It's also on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, you can certainly go to click City 40 and go check it out, put it in your playlist. The other one that I would recommend is The True Cost, which is something on fast fashion and fair trade. Definitely check that out as well. That's also on Netflix. So I just wanted to do a video to raise more awareness about this. I think it is very good to be educated, and there's even still one city in the United States that was on the list at the end that is still a closed city, because this is a closed city. You can't get in without permission. You can't leave without permission. You can't tell people that you came from this city in days past. I'm not sure what the rules are now. But here in the U.S., there's still one closed city where you can't get in and the citizens can't get out, and who knows what tinkering goes on there. But so it's raising awareness to these types of ideas. We can't have these types of agendas where, they're doing things that might not be in the best public health because it's better for the state, as a for instance. So these types of ideas are starting to die off. These types of documentaries are shedding more light on these ideas. So just raising more public awareness myself. It was a very well done documentary, especially since they had to do almost all of it in secret, because you can't film in the city. You're not supposed to film in the city, but they did. And the story of the people and the places and the things and the history and the fact that it wasn't on the map, it wasn't even on the maps until 1990s. And I think this is all just very fascinating. It's very good to educate yourself on these types of ideas and something to check out. And if not, if you don't have Netflix, you can actually go and rent it and or buy it from them, and you can watch it online. So thank you very much for joining me. Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, business, and spiritual. Also retreats, boys and girls. And don't forget you're watching Glenn TV. Down below in the description, there are tons of things going on. Follow the link that speaks to your heart and not to your mind, and you'll find the information you wanted in this lifetime. And if you do like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And of course, comments are always welcome, especially if you watched it. I'd love to have your feedback to see, like, any type of feedback, like what you think is like, whoa, how is this even possible that these things still even exist in the modern day society?